Matter is what makes up the universe, but what makes up matter? This question has been long tricky for those who think about it, especially for the physicist. Let us see an update way to think about matter. The proposal is that matter is not made up of particles or wave, as long was thought, but more fundamentally that matter is made up of fragments of energy. The ancient Greeks suggested of 5 building blocks of matter: earth, water, air, fire and ether. Ether was the matter that filled the heaven and explained the rotation of the star as observed from the earth point of view. These were the first most basic element from which one could build up a world. Their conception of physical element did not change dramatically for nearly 2000 years. Then about 300 years ago, Sir Isaac Newton introduced the idea that all matter exists at a point called particles. 150 years after that, James Clerk Maxwell introduced electromagnetic wave, the underlying and often invisible form of magnetism, electricity and light. The particle served as a building block of mechanics and the wave for electromagnetism, and the public settled on the particle and the wave as the two building blocks of matter. Together the particle and wave became the building block of all kinds of matter. This was a vast improvement over the ancient Greeks' 5 element, but was still flawed. In famous series of experiments known as double slit experiment, light sometimes acts like a particle and other time acts like a wave. And while the theories and math of waves and particles allow scientists to make incredibly accurate predictions about the universe, the rules break down at the largest and tiniest scales. Einstein proposed a remedy on his theory of general relativity. Using the mathematical tools available to him at that time, Einstein was able to better explain certain physical phenomena and also resolve long-standing paradoxes relating to the inertia and gravity. But instead of improving on particle or waves, he eliminated them as he hoped that the wrapping of space and time. Using newer mathematical tools, new theory that may accurately describe the universe, instead of basing the theory on the wrapping of space and time, we consider that there could be a building block that is more fundamental than the particle and the wave. Scientists understand that particle and wave are existential opposites. A particle is a source of matter and exists at a single point, and a wave exists everywhere except at a point that created them there to be. Think of energy as made up of the lines that fill up the region of space and time, flowing into the out of region, never beginning, never ending and never crossing one another. Working from the idea of the universe of flowing energy lines, we looked for a single building block for the flowing energy. If we could find and define such a thing, I hope we could use it to accurately make prediction about the universe at the largest and tiniest scales. There were many building blocks to choose from mathematically, but we asked one that has features of both the particle and wave. The answer was a building block that looked like a concentration of energy, kind of like a star, having energy at the highest at the center and get smaller farther away from center. Much to our surprise, we discovered that there were only a limited number of ways to describe the concentration of energy that flows. Of those, we found just one that worked in accordance with the mathematical definition of flow. We named it as a fragment of energy. Using the fragment of energy as a building block of matter, we then construct the math necessary to solve physics problem. The final step was to test it out the theory. More than 100 years ago, Einstein has turned two legendary problems in physics to validate general relativity: precession in the Mercury orbit and the tiny bending of light as it passes the sun. These problems were at the two extremes of size spectrum. Neither wave nor particle theory of matter couldn't solve them, but general relativity did. The theory of general relativity wrapped space and time in such a way as to cause the trajectory of Mercury to shift and light to bend precisely the amount seen in astronomical observations. If our new theory was to have a chance at replacing the particle and wave with a presumably more fundamental fragment, scientists would have to be able to solve this problem with this new theory too. or precision of Mercury problem, we modeled the sun as an enormous stationary fragment of energy and the Mercury as a smaller but still enormous slow moving fragment of energy. For the bending of light problem, the sun was modeled the same way, but the photon was modeled as a minuscule fragment of energy moving at the speed of light. In both problems, we calculated the trajectories of moving fragments and got both the same answer as those predicted by general relativity. Theorists were stunned. Their initial work demonstrated how a new building block is capable of accurately modeling bodies from the enormous to the lower. Where particles and waves break down, the fragments of energy building block held strong. The fragment could be a single potentially universal building block from which to model reality mathematically and update way to people think about the building block of the universe.